It's your girl Jemima Nicole, also known as Unique Maya. It's currently 7:14, and I'm watching Dynasty. And yeah, I'm chilling. Um, I really ain't want nothing. I just really want to come stop by and make a video. And yeah, I really do miss filming. I think I'm going to try to film tomorrow, hopefully. But if not, I'll be able to film this weekend and all of next week. That's my goal. I really don't have that much to talk about. I don't have nothing to talk about. I never have nothing to talk about. But I be having a lot to talk about. But it's like, God bless me. God help me. I think I'm insane. Summer Walker, sorry. But no, for real. So a lot has transpired, and I be on here crying. I be on here crying, and I don't be caring, cause it really just be real for me. It be raw for me like that. Really be my life, like I don't know. It's been a lot, but yeah, I'm back, and today we're gonna do a Q&A, cause I don't. I don't know. No, I don't want y'all to do it. That's not what I want. I'm trying to find some questions. Hold on. If I find a little bit of questions, because I don't know. I don't know what y'all want to know. And I've been like not posting. I've been slacking. So it's like, y'all ain't even really get to get no content in a good minute. And it's like, I had content stuff I could have filmed. But I was wilding. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was wilding. Like, wilding. Okay. My first question, I looked these questions up on the internet. So I'm gonna pick through what I like. The first question is, what's your spirit animal and why? If I had a spirit animal, I would choose for it to be a bird. I'm so obsessed with birds right now. They're so pretty, they're so small, so big, the color, the coats, all of it. I just like birds right now. So my spirit animal would be a bird. I don't know. Do I prefer coffee or tea? I prefer tea. I had coffee. I had this like cookies and cream coffee, and it was good, and I like that. But I think I'm still a tea girl. Am I an introvert or an extrovert? I am introverted. I am trying to get extroverted. So hopefully this summer it do what it needs to do, so that I can meet friends, so that I can be out. Okay. As a child, what did you want to be when you grew up? When I was a kid, the only thing I wanted to be when I grew up was a teacher. I wanted to be a teacher since I was a little girl. That's all I talked about, all I dreamed about, everything. I'm literally a teacher now, and it like amazes me sometimes. I'm like, oh, cause girl, but it's like I've had like dreams and aspirations of being a daycare teacher when I was 16. So when they wasn't hiring at 16, but they hired at like once I graduated high school, I was so hyped. I was like, what's the hardest part about, wait, I don't know. That don't make sense for me to ask. Skip. What's at the top of my bucket list? Okay, I got a few things. I actually want to hit 1,000 subscribers. Once I hit 1,000, I want to hit 100,000 subscriber views. I want my content, my YouTube channel to go up. I want to go to Paris, and I want to be living my dream life and like living for God. Those are 3 things that's on top of my bucket list. What has been the highlight of your past year? The highlight of my past year would be overcoming. If I could say anything, from last year to this year, I feel like I've overcame so much that people didn't even know about, so much that I was never ready to share, so much that like played with my mind, like so much, like I overcame so much. And now I'm in a season where it's like we're going through stuff, and it's like I'm now proving to myself that you can overcome these things too. And that's really the base of that, overcoming. Like, I want y'all to know that you can overcome it. Like, it don't always have to be like this. It don't always have to look like this. And though it looks like this, it's not the end of your testimony. It's not the end of your life. Even if you fall, you get back up. You fall, you get back up. To know that you're going to overcome this one day, because you're genuinely trying to. So it's a journey, it's a process, but I think something else that I learned from last year to this year is to trust God, that everything works out for His good. Everything works out for His good. Everything works out for His good. Well, everything works out for my good, but He worked things out for my good. Like, but everything works out. That's what I'm just trying to say. Like, everything works out. Even when it don't seem like it, it don't feel like it. It's like, it's working out. It's working out. Like, it's aligning you somewhere that you never thought that you could be, would be, should be. And it's a blessing. Like, y'all, it's so much that happened in my life. And I feel like when the dust settles and I can explain, like, my truth in life, like my real authentic truth, that's when, like, alright, cool. I feel like I share my truth, but I get scared, so I delete it. And I don't allow it to really sit and resonate, and that this really did happen to you. Because the enemy puts fear in my mind, and it'll be like, well, won't nobody believe you, or da 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 da, and then that causes so much emotion in my mind. And the truth is, these things happen to me. That's the truth. That's my truth. Like, these things happen. I would never, ever in my life, you know what I'm saying, like, make up any event for nothing. Okay. And that's why I be so scared to tell my truth, because I feel like it just be like, but I seen this girl tell her truth, and she's seen that her abuser was arrested, and that he was the last face that she seen before he got arrested. And that just made me like so freaking, that gave me hope. Like, there's hope in the world that when your truth is your truth and the real truth, that it starts to show, and that people are now held accountable for the things that, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's the truth. That is the truth, and there ain't nothing you can do about it. Like, you can't make the truth nothing else. But yeah, that's it. I feel like everything happens, everything works out. I gotta stop running. I be running bad, but I run out of a place of I need to go seek, like, I need to go see what I need to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, deal with me. Fix me. Like, I'm still asking for you to fix me. That's me talking to God. Like, I really be talking to God so bad when I say I praying, reading my word, like, just having that time, that moment. When I'm at work, when I'm alone, to debrief my life with Him, because nobody's ever going to understand how He understands. Nobody's ever going to hear the cries, the plead. Like, nobody's going to understand the things in my mind that's, like, I'm telling Him, like, but this is not what I mean. Like, I don't mean it in a way that's hurtful. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nobody understands those things that I battle with when I know, like, who I am. I know that I'm a genuine person, that I would never do anything to hurt nobody. So I just be like, I don't know. I just shut off, y'all. Sometimes I just shut off and I shut down. When I feel like people are trying to paint me in an image that is not true. Like, I have my days, but we all do. But what people fail to realize is some days, my days be damn. And, like, I give people the respect but they want, but it's like when I'm off, I don't get that respect. And I don't know, I don't know, it be a lot going through my brain. Sometimes I get that respect, sometimes I don't. And yeah, and that's a whole different situation. But yeah, I feel like sometimes you have to go back to see it wasn't worth it. Yeah, like, it wasn't worth it. It don't be worth it. And no shade. Sweet boy. Love you. But it's not worth it. I'm sorry, like, I've tried, and I feel like because now I know myself, I now know that that's not gonna be what I thought it was. It wasn't that the first time, and it's still not that. And it's like, whenever I, once again, communicate in a soft monotone, nobody listens to me. When I communicate like this, and I say, this is hurting my feelings, when I come to people crying, when I come to people sometimes enraged because my feelings are hurt, before I'm even like at the enraged stage, whenever I just come and I have like a little tears in my eyes or something, it's just like, it's not taken serious. It's not hurt. So it's like, when I'm finally voicing that, dang, I missed something. I don't know. That's that. I'm glad that even after the stuff that happened with that situation has fallen off, so that I can be a human. I can process me. I'm not gonna lie, like, I'm not taking away from what nobody go through, but the fact that we live two different lives, like, please, that, okay, I don't know, but I'm just kind of glad I'm out. I feel like I always tend to leave that situation a little quietly. I always gotta leave it quietly. Like, I come in it quietly, and I leave it quietly. And that's how I tend to keep all my life situations. Like, I was going through these things quietly. I want to go through it privately, quietly. And sometimes I can't get back. And be like, ah. Because sometimes it just gets loud for nothing. But I feel like y'all gonna think I'm just ranting, like talking, but everything makes sense. I just had to leave that situation alone. We're good. And sweet boy, lay you down. But I think chapters close for a reason. Things fall away, die. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, these things happen for a reason. And I think I'm saying once again that the first reason, the first, like, real reason, not even real reason, but the first reason last year, yes. The second reason, yes. The third reason, yes. Like, this being like the fourth reason, it's like, okay. Like, let it go. Like, it's been so many times and chances, and it just be bad. I don't want stuff to be that way no more. I don't want to hold on to negativity. I don't want to hold on to people. I don't want to. You know what I'm saying? Like, you did what you did. I needed that. I thank you for it, God. It what was sent to heal me. I know these things have overly made me stronger. And though I can't explain how I feel, I'm not mad at anybody. I don't have no hatred in my heart for anybody. Like, that's what's so crazy, because I don't hate people. I don't want to see people hurt. I don't want to see people in any predicaments that I'm ever in life. I don't want to see nobody struggle, like, to have the battles of mental health, like, stuff, to be sexually assaulted at certain ages, like, to just know so many different things, pain, struggles. Like, I always want to be a voice. I always want to be the voice. I always want to be safe. And I feel like for so long I've been a safe space for everybody, and now I gotta create a safe space for me. And I gotta create a space where, when everything goes left, I can come back and I can recuperate, I can regenerate, and I'll be fine. That's what I want. And you know what's even crazier now that I'm talking? It's mental health awareness. And I haven't been vocal about my mental health, and that I struggle with mental health issues. I've never admitted that, because that's something I wasn't having, like, it wasn't an issue. Like, I was so focused on me, on my word, on praying, on my therapy. Like, I was so focused on myself. Like, I didn't have mental health. I wasn't having, like, I would have bad days, but my stuff wasn't severe to where I had planned, like, several times on how to end my life. And if y'all don't know, I am a suicide survivor. The first time I tried to unalive myself, and this is my personal business, okay? But I'm gonna share it. The first time I tried to unalive myself, I was in middle school. I was in 8th grade, so probably about 12. I had, and if we're gonna tell it, we're gonna really tell it. I had stumbled across pornography. I hung with a lot of boys in middle school, so I heard a lot of boys talk about it, and it's not funny. And I stumbled across across it, and I remember immediately feeling like bad that I watched that or anything like that. And I remember like it just made me sad. It made me really sad that I watched that, and like I knew it was wrong. And I got like so depressed because I was feeling like, oh, that's enjoyable. Like, why does it, like, I knew that it was something wrong about watching it, but I couldn't understand the urge that I had from watching it. Not knowing that at that young age, that's when the spirit of lust had quickly grasped me. But the reason why is because I blocked out so much trauma from when I was younger to where, like, it triggered me. Like, it really triggered me. And that's the first time in life where I ever felt triggered and I ever remembered some trauma so severely was my first time watching pornography. I don't know if that makes sense, how I explained it, but I hope it makes sense. I was 11. Probably wasn't 11, probably 12. 11 or 12. And I watched porn and it triggered me to want to unalive myself. That's what I'm saying. Okay? That was the first time. The second time I tried to unalive myself is when I was in high school. I was at that time like struggling with trying to come out to my mom or coming out to my mom, and it turned into something very, very, very bad, very, very, very nasty. And the dynamic of me and my mom's relationship at that time, was not good, and it was very, very, very rocky. And I just got very depressed. So around that time, my mom was close with someone. I called her. I was like, "Hey, is that you?" Like, yeah. I remember we was getting up to get ready for church, and I like cut my arms so bad. Like when I say, like I cut my arms. Like I did not even want to go to church that day. I didn't like when I laid down. The thoughts was like in the morning. Boom. Like it was there, and I didn't realize how bad it was, or how bad I didn't realize that I am important and that my truth matters and any of that. I never realized that. Like I never really looked at myself as valuable or see myself as this, because so many different things has happened to me in life. I've always been in the background. I've always been a little quieter. I've always felt like unseen, unheard, unloved. Like these things I'm saying, it's not something like I'm just now saying at this age. Like I've always felt like this since a little girl. Okay? And around that time, I just cut so bad. And I remember after that, it became like bad. Like my arms would be cut up, my legs would be cut up, sometimes my stomach would be cut up. Like I was trying to unalive myself so freaking